tackles, pass interference. Get mossed though. Get mossed. Okay, watch. Wait, what's that? That's not Odell. Get just Odell with it. Get mossed. Then he stood up, get mossed, and I was like right where number 26 is, but like farther back, like probably right at the KC logo, and I was right here after I punted it, after I got a punt, and then I did a Hail Mary and all of them got mossed.
They asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you judge how big a mistake.
Get that out of here! Tyreek Hill ain't catching that, buddy.
Don't like that.
I just want you to know that you agree with me. That's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter.
In real life, it's not a Madden.
Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Meanwhile, there's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's Robinson.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. $51 yards on the punt there. Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you.
You could have caught that.
Not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win.
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to turn in from the 20. He's going to fire one deep over them. It got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz as they have taken the lead. And there, a post route. Started out right, caught it in the middle of the field, went into the end zone. What typically makes those successful, those deep post routes?
You need help from your complementary receivers, okay? The guy that you want to get the ball is the guy that we just saw catch it and take it into the end zone. So he needs help from the other guys who have to occupy anyone in the middle of the field. Whether it's one safety, sometimes you get two guys in there, either run routes at them so they have to cover them, or somehow freeze them by running underneath them and hoping to draw them towards the line of scrimmage and throw it over his head.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the two, or I should say third and goal from the two.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther
farther
to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error
I need to block
side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
No.
That is incomplete.
That can't caught that. But yeah, that better not, man. Like, I just need to see this quickly. Yeah. This is how
these guys would like to
inaccurate
give their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there.
Oh, if I broke his ankles,
So a change of
I
possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP. Coach of the Year, John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's
what?
the
You
Walter
didn't
Payton
catch that,
Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Yo, where are my blockers, bro?
They bring down Wentz on the sack. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Throwing now is Wentz. Incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Derek Barnett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4.
Really count?
Mahomes firing complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Y'all need to be blocking Damian Williams.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And now look at this. Big game, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's got it complete to Thompson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. Complete to tight end Kelsey.
They just got ankle insurance by Titan.
He takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Really?
An 18-yard touchdown.
The reason I picked these 2 teams is because there's 2 brothers on the team.
Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
Go.
Pressure, down he goes.
I don't know why
Sacked at the 10.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2, try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He's going to let this go.
No!
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Breeland. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll try and run down some clock. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got it to Williams. And he works free. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
He broke that?
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
That's why I'm
Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Defensively, they know the situation. They stacked the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. If they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
It could be a house call. So now Wentz and the Eagles down 22-21, 33 seconds to go. A field goal would be a game winner as they come up on first down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Like 20 yards.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Catch that.
And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Wentz to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Interference.
Incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
No.
This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
How far is that away from the touchdown? Well,
the big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Juan Thornhill. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
there's no way I win unless it's a pick six.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they helped.
That's BS, Chief. Oh, they're both really good. How are the... I don't know how the Niners are better than the Chiefs, but... What is Chris Harris.
everybody. I'm
My
Jonathan
God,
Coachman, and this.
Okay,
Come on,
Coach. Well, the
no
road
kidding.
ends here.
Oh,
It has been
I
a
got
wild,
cheeky.
often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight, we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the five-time Super Bowl champs from the NFC, the San Francisco 49ers. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, many had ordained the Kansas City Chiefs to be the best team in the NFL coming into the season, and now here they are, one game away from their first Super Bowl title since Super Bowl IV 50 years ago.
And we'll get to that in just a minute, but how about this? This is their fifth straight playoff appearance. They went to overtime with New England in the AFC title game last year. Remember, they were down big at the half, came all the way back and had a chance to win, lost in overtime. Finally climbed that mountain and got back. And do you remember Super Bowl IV against Minnesota? Remember Hank Stram as their coach?
Here we go.
On the sidelines, mic'd up for the first time. That really gave us a lot of what we have now with NFL films. What a terrific performance by that Kansas City team, and they blew away the Vikings in that game.
Meanwhile, the 49ers are back in the Super Bowl for the seventh time in franchise history. One of the more successful teams in the Super Bowl era as they look to claim their sixth title, which would tie them with the Patriots and Steelers for most ever.
I like how you stated that they're one of the more successful franchises in Super Bowl history because at one point, they were 5-0 in Super Bowls. Joe Montana with wins in Super Bowl 16, 19, 23, and 24. And Steve Young, remember that one? Get the monkey off my back as he won big in Super Bowl 29. But they lost their last time out against the Ravens in Super Bowl 47. They're looking for a little bit of that. Can we get right again, guys? And I think the San Francisco 49ers team is going to play awfully well in this game.
And they're hoping that the lights stay on in the stadium the entire game this go-around. They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Yeah, the only reason I threw that was because I was
intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis.
Come on, bro. You can't catch him.
Touchdown, 49ers. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
No, I'm going to have to spike for it.
Let's dive a little deeper into Kansas City's Super Bowl title as their offense comes back out here, CD. First title in 50 years. Last one, the 1969 season. And, of course, a lot of talk about it being Andy Reid's first title. Well-deserved for him.
And how about the way that this team wins games on offense? So much motion, so much variety. You know, anyone can touch the football and make a big play. It actually is a nod to the team that won the Super Bowl after the 69 season. There's a lot of that in that offense. And who could ever forget then head coach Hank Stram on the sidelines. 65, toss, power, trap. This could break, boys. This could break. And there's the touchdown. And in this game, you're going to hear a play called WASP. And that was the big throw on 3rd and 15 from Patrick Mahomes to Tyreek Hill. and that helped break things open for Kansas City.
Good stuff. And for Andy Reid, he had the most wins. And that's
Get Moss! Get Moss!
And he will take it all
Get
in
Moss!
for a Chiefs touchdown.
Watkins,
Sammy Watkins, 62 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there, Charles, he lined up out left, ran the post, caught it over the middle, and the rest, as they say, is history.
And you have to love the scheme that they just showed there, because if you're going to run a deep post, you ordinarily have to get a safety out of the middle of the field. And you do it one of two ways. Either by running routes at him that carries him away from it, or you either freeze him in the middle with routes that run underneath so that he doesn't get depth. Then you throw it over the top, and boy, what a successful play that was.
So why go for that there? First half, you're going to tie the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons. Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, they will have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Rashad Breeland there defensively and able to knock that one down to the ground. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Signing guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. Garoppolo now. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
I meant to throw that over his head,
on the defensive side of the football.
Jaworski Tart came out of Samford University in Alabama. And he is a guy who is an absolute flash.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins.
Pass interference.
Incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
That was a pass interference, bro. Patrick. Never heard of that guy. I'm 6. How'd I get a touchdown?
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory.
No, that
but
I messed
will
up.
Not make the
I did
first
not
down
mean to do
marker.
that.
That'll be a turnover on down.
Anytime a fake doesn't work,
blitz
we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. It's Coleman here, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we see Sammy Watkins getting ready to go again on offense. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me.
Go, Sammy!
He's playing. He's doing a nice job.
Oh,
increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the 2nd quarter.
Get broke.
1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. And
I was about to say get
incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I need to watch Travis.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now here's Mahomes. And it's
That's why I need to watch
Kelsey.
Travis.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 47 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
I'm going to try this.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Set to take over.
That's all for today's video, chat. Thank you.